Hello, what is up guys? Evil Duo Sarm here today, back with another Black Desert video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the most recent patch that came to Black Desert on December 14th of 2022, going over all the important events as well as major updates, that way you don't miss a thing. This patch brings a ton of stuff, including the new season, the new character, bunch of events, so many things. I'm not going to delay any further. Just quickly before we get into it, if you're new to my channel, new to Black Desert, or you've been watching videos on the channel and still have not subscribed yet, please consider it. Helps to grow my channel, you stay up to date with new content, and we both win. And without further ado, let's get into it and start off with the events like we do every single week. And the first event that we have celebrating the release of the new class in the game is that Black Desert is free to play now. So for the next 21 days, you can get a free trial in the game. All you gotta do is reach level 20 within that time frame, and you'll get a free copy of the game. So if you got some friends that have been wanting to play, or they're on the fence, or they don't want to spend money for it, now's a great time to get them into it. Likewise, if you've been on the fence about getting into Black Desert, now is a great time to do it. Again, all you have to do is reach level 20 on a new account made with this 21-day free trial system up here, and you'll get a free copy of the game. These don't come around too often this event, so definitely take advantage of it. Keeping in the theme of new events that are coming with the new class, we have an EXP buff in-game, so if you go in-game and look up at the top here, you'll see that you have a 500% EXP buff and a 50% skill EXP buff. And then on the weekends from Friday to Monday, it's 1,000% and 100% for the combat EXP and skill EXP. So great time to do some AFK leveling or just straight up grinding if you want to get into either of those two things. Next up, we have some level up challenges with the new class. So for reaching level 60, you're going to get a ton of free stuff, as well as be entered in a competition to win various computer parts. So if you want to go for that, there you go. Next up, we have a screenshot contest. So posting your screenshots to the Art and Media event forum will be entering you into a chance to win more computer parts, outfit boxes, and anybody that participates will get some EXP scrolls. And the final event here is going to be registering on this Gleam page here, and you'll be entered into a competition to win an additional computer part or these golden blessed Viagras for everybody that participates in it. So if you want any of these different rewards, this will all be linked in the description below like they are every single time. Click through these things and accomplish the various tasks. Next up is specifically for newer returning players. You're going to be entered into this little login reward series here. So some of the highlights from this are going to be a free pet, storage maids, which are always awesome. You'll get a tri-tubula necklace, which is a nice bump to your character's gear, bunch of gold, tons of really cool stuff. So if you're new and just getting into Black Desert, or you're just starting because it's free to play here now, a lot of great things to pick up. Next up, we have the new season pass, and the new season pass is pretty much the same as all the other season passes. I didn't see anything that was too extra special hanging out inside of this, so basically what we've come to expect from these from this point on. Keeping in the theme of the season server, which again, because we have the new season server here, you have rewards for leveling up your season character. Again, these are pretty similar to what we're used to seeing, including the Pentuvula earring and ring for levels 59 and 60, which is a nice boost to your character stats, especially as a new player or on a seasoned character. We then have another event themed around the Woosa class, which is going to be these little butterflies, so the illusory butterflies. For killing mobs, you're going to get these things as a drop. They can be sold for 500,000 silver, or you can exchange them for a bunch of different things, including this Black Tiger Pouch of Fortune, which has a random chance at a bunch of different items. Now, in addition to all those items that you can get up there, you can also exchange these for the celebratory tickets, and these celebratory tickets will enter you in a competition chance here to get different amounts of pearls on each of these different days. So a bunch of free stuff that you can get from this just for playing the game. Again, while you're out grinding, illusory butterflies, you can sell them, redeem them from different stuff, or be entered into a chance to win some pearls. And the final event that popped up here is going to be this gift boxes out of nowhere event. If you're out and about adventuring in Black Desert and you see a box hanging out there, just kill the box and get your rewards. So there's a bunch of chances of some really cool stuff in there. But anyway, that's going to do it for events. So now let's get into the patch notes themselves. And again, the patch notes bring a couple of things we already mentioned, but just to really run it down the line, new class is released. We saw some previews of it at the Calpheon Ball this weekend. It's out there. You can make characters of it. You can run it through your season character. You can play it as a normal character. Entirely up to you. Awakening is not out for this class yet, so you will have to use the succession form of it if you'd like to. You're going to be using the Smarty's Pocket Watch, which will give you bonus stats for your Awakening weapon. Since the Awakening weapon's not released, as is usual with these classes, 100% of your main weapon AP is applied through the Awakening side as well. For those of you that don't know the damage numbers, just know that it works. I promise it just works. But for those of you that do know the breakdown, you'll know that that's good. So anyway, it's a new class and it's out on a seasoned server. An additional buff here is being applied now of +1 AP and DP. You can see this as the Butterfly Dream buff up here in the top center of your screen. And that buff is going to last until 1 month after the second class, the Megu, is released, which we also announced at the Calpheon Ball is coming sometime in January. But that's pretty much it for the Woosa class here, so moving on to the winter season information. Again, this is pretty straightforward. It's basically the same as the last season that we had this time around. So again, life skill buffed items, more drops from different items and life skilling. The seasonal currency this time around is these Violet Fan Charms. They redeem for pretty much the same stuff that we've been used to seeing for these redemptions. We already mentioned the Winter Season Pass a little while ago, but for those of you that don't know how a Winter Pass works, basically it's like a battle pass in Fortnite. Complete tasks, get bonus rewards, spend money to unlock better bonus rewards. Whether it's worth it is kind of up to you, but completion of the free one is usually an objective in order to graduate early, so if you're interested in that, you'll probably have to keep going. And for those of you that want more information on season servers and how they work, I have a video here that I put out actually just about a year ago that runs you through the majority of the season server. A couple things have changed a little bit, but it's got links to other video guides that are super useful for getting through this. Additionally, I have sort of updated portions of this, like how to use a Fugar's timepiece, or things like how to upgrade all your Tuvala gear, and max out your gear on the season server. So I've got lots of video guides that are pertaining to the season server. These ones in particular will be linked below. But if you just thumb through my channel, I got a lot of information on how to play through the season server. So I think I'm beating that one pretty good. Let's move on to the class changes here. And nothing too crazy for the majority of classes. However, Ninja did get some tweaks here to the classes. So we got some multiplier changes, number of hits changes, and general adjustments on quite a few skills. So if you play Ninja, you might want to read through that. The Wizard and Witch also got some changes to the scalings on a bunch of different skills. And the Dark Knight got a couple little tweaks here on some skills. So if you play either of those three classes, you might want to check out the notes here to make sure that you pick out all the information. Moving on a bit further, the Parati Cave got some drop rate changes and improvements on Kaffir Stones. Some tweaks that will lead to monster zones. Rift Echoes can now be batch completed, so that'll make it a little easier burning through those on your season characters. The two world bosses, Quint and Murka, have had their drops improved, so you can get some better stuff out of those. Moving on into the monster zones, the Schultz Guard of the Medea region got some nice buffs, so improvements to the amount of silver that you drop from that, as well as EXP that you gain from killing the mobs there in this zone that you can play with friends. And it's a nice one for season characters as well, because when you're towards the middle to high-end portion of the season server gear, you can run it with some of your friends and do some cooperative stuff, which is always nice. A pretty awesome change that came in right here is that the amount of burning Bloomlight Blackstone powders that you gain from doing the Jatina Pen accessory quest line have been doubled, so you can get 2 of them for doing a life skill one and 4 of them for doing a grinding one, which takes the amount of time that it takes to do this down from 90 days to 180 days, down to 45 to 90 days, depending on if you do all combat or all life skilling. So nice little catch-up mechanic for people trying to get into the game, which reminds me I still haven't turned in my Jatina one for today. Hand over the cheese. 2 more down. And if you don't know what this is used for, that guide that I shared a little while ago has the pen accessory questline guide listed down in the part below. Just saying, that Evil Duosarm guy is pretty good. But then beyond that, guys, that pretty much covers everything that was covered in this patch. So a lot of awesome stuff. Like I said, tons of events, new class, new season server. Those are your big things, but a couple of nice little quality of life improvements as well. So now's your turn. Let me know what you think about this patch down below. You excited for the new class? Have you tried it yet? I'm pretty excited to give it a go, but I got some bad news. I guess it's good news for me, but bad news for you. I'm going to be going away or taking a little break from YouTube for the next couple of weeks. Going to take a little time during this holiday season to spend some time with family and whatnot. So yeah, I will be back. Don't worry. I'm not disappearing into the sunset. Might even do some live streams. Who knows? We'll see. But just taking a little break till the start of next year, so you can expect to see me back here in January. So yeah, just want to make sure everybody's aware and they know what's going on. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching today. I really appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you next year, the next YouTube video, the next Twitch live stream, or wherever I happen to see you. Peace.